We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, good morning. Myself Professor Pulkit Thakur from SAL Engineering Department, SAL Engineering and Student Research Mechanical Engineering Department. Today we will learn about the subject Industrial Engineering, and in that Industrial Engineering subject we will learn about the Production Planning and Control Department. First one, I would like to introduce the content of the Industrial Engineering. These are the basic 7 chapters. First one, there is a location selection and plant layout. Second chapter, production planning and control. Third one, productivity and work study, job evolution wage plan, industrial legislation, inspection and statistical quality control, and entrepreneurship. So these are the 7 chapters as per the GTU syllabus. As you can see, this is the I have taken the snaps of the L&T Hazira Surat. This is the snap that I have added just to brief you that how the industries are working. As you can see in this image, there is a lots of mechanical engineering related work is going on. There is a manufacturing of pressure vessel, steam generator, turbine manufacturing. There is a lots of other manufacturing components. There is a big vessel are going on. Yes, there is a lots of mechanical engineering related products. So as you can see in this image, there is a lots of manufacturing shops. There's a lots of assembly shops. There's a huge manufacturing at L&T Hazira, as you can see in this image. So today we will discuss about the chapter number 2, that is production planning and control. As you know, there is a production planning and control. There is a very important and key factors or a key department in every mechanical engineering related industry. Because production planning and control, once we have comes the design, that what are the components that we need to produce. So once the design has come, it is now the job, or we can say opportunity of to the production planning and control department, how they will manufacturing that particular component very easily and very effectively, and with the considering some of the quality standard. So I have mentioned the quality, speed, efficiency, and cost. These are the, we can say, 4 main pillars on which PPC is like interconnected. Likewise, quality, yes, always any of the customer that will demand the higher side of the quality. Speed at which means at the best, or at the, we can say, valuable time, if we can deliver the project, that is we can say basically speed. Efficiency means whatever amount the higher efficiency that we can, that will be a greatest advantage to us. And last one, that is a cost. As far as possible, any industry will reduce the cost related to the manufacturing. So these are the quality, speed, efficiency, and cost. And this you can see there is these are all are the interconnected. Means if we have to achieve the highest quality, then we can reduce the cost. That is not possible. Means these are the ones we have to also compromise a certain at certain some of the criteria. That if we require the highest quality, then the speed will reduce, and at the same time the cost will also increase. So we need to balance all these 4 factors to increase the efficiency of the production planning and control. And now that is the contents of the production planning and control. As you can see, these are the main basics contents of the chapter number 2 of the production planning and control department as per the GTU syllabus. I have added the what are the main parts, or we can say main topics of this chapter number 2. First one is the types of production system, characteristics of the PPC, production planning and control, objectives of the, what are the objectives of the PPC, how we can increase the efficiency, how we can increase the productivity, sales forecasting concept, techniques and application of the sales forecasting, production planning and process planning, sequencing concept, loading and scheduling, line balancing, dispatching, and progress control. So just I will give you the brief, we can say some more, just in a 1 to 2 line introduction of this. All these types of production system is job based, mass-based production system, continuous production system. These all are the components. These are included in the types of production system. Characteristics of the PPC means what are the outcomes? What is these basic characteristics of the production planning environment? Means we need to deliver the project very timely. We need to deliver the project very timely. We need to increase the efficiency of. We need to increase the efficiency of the system. We at the same time we need to also carry out the minimum wastage of the minimum scrap. Also, we need to look out at the increasing of the productivity, maximum efficiency of the system. These are the, we can say, basic characteristics of the production planning and control system. Third one is the objectives of the production planning and control system. What are the main objectives of the production planning and so? Like here, I will just give that to deliver the quality goods in demanded quantity by the customer, to allocate and to assign the work to the different division of the production. Means to deliver the, or we can assign the maximum amount of work to the maximum amount of labor, to maximize the use of the plant capacity, to maintain the flexibility in the, also to reduce the effective cost, to ensure the effective utilization of the all the resources, to ensure the quality of the products. As this is the, we can say, basics objectives of the production planning and control. Sales forecasting means any company, whether in any kind of in any department, will try to do the sales forecasting. Basic sales forecasting, that is to cover up the, what is, we can say, that is what are the component that is company is manufacturing, and what is this product, and what is the demand of that particular component in the upcoming future. This is the, we can say, basic sales forecasting. Suppose, for example, if you talk about the automobile car, suppose in the last year, if the sales is 2 lakh units, that on the same train, what will be the forecast for the new upcoming year? So every marketing company, manufacturing company will largely depends on the self forecasting. Another, there is a technique and application of cell phone. There is a trade analysis method, moving average method, exponential jury method, market survey method, customer sales force. There's lots of methods. Production planning and process planning. These are the basic pillar of this PPC. Sequencing concept is the end of 1 machine, 2 machine, 3 machine. Loading and scheduling means loading, assigning the task to the different departments. Scheduling means detailed planning of the production department. Line balancing. Dispatching means deliver the final product, and finally the progress control. These are the basics component or basics topics of this chapters. So now let me first, there is an introduction. Introduction of the PPCs means effective utilization of the material, resources, people, and facility. So how we can actually effectively utilize what are the resources that have, what are the labor that we have, what are the timing that we have, and I'm from this planning, planning, controlling, coordinating, scheduling, and control, how we can actually produce a maximum output or transform the raw material into the finished product in a best optimal manner. This is the basics function. Many of them, as you can see in the GTU exam, there is a many of them, these are the question of what is the PPC. It provides the information about the available manufacturing resource to the marketing department. That is why the need of the PPC, because in any production department, they have the lots amount of resources, lots amount of manpower, equipment, but how to use. So effective utilization of the resources that will be carried out by the PPC department to achieve the production objective with respect to quality, quantity, cost. This is the very important. To achieve the production means, to suppose we need to produce suppose 2 tons of that steel today. So with respect to this quality, quantity, cost, and there is a time limit. This is also very important. To obtain the uninterrupted production flow means there is no any kind of the deviation or as per the customer demand, because many industries are working on the more than 20-50 projects. So they have to also look out at the what are the customer demand or what is the project deadline. Clear? Company to supply good quality product to the customer, because every company in the market is depends on this output of the product. Its repo, its market value, it depends on this company's products. So if there is any deviation in the quality or deviation in the time limit, so there is a chances that particular company may not receive or may not receive some of the more important projects in the upcoming future. Characteristics and the function of the PPC. Before starting the production, it is necessary to decide how much quantity that we need to produce, how much quantity that we need to deliver, how much quantity that we need to produce, and when to produce. because it depends upon the customer deadline. Suppose that is if some of the customers saying that we did not require a particular product now, they say that if you can manufacture after 6 months, that is okay. So accordingly, we will adjust our time limit, adjust our production schedule. Likewise, planning of the meeting the production target is most efficient, productive, and economical manner through managing the various kind of the resources. Now there is the roles and responsibility of the PPC. PPC plans the production according to customer demand and requirement. Calculate the what is the production capacity according to the plan. It's minimize the scrap. Try to minimize the wastage of the resources. It also compare the actual and plan. Means we can say theoretical and practical. Suppose if you define there is a production should be completed by 30 days. So they will define they will divide in the particular 1 day criteria. So actually at the end of the 1 day, suppose we need to produce the 2 ton, and if we are at a 1.6 ton, so there is a 0.4 ton, there is a deviation. So how can we actually cover up that? So this is the comparison between the actual and plan. PPC control the quality of the products. This is the main important criteria. Track the change of the customer order. Means sometimes if it after the releasing of the customer, there is a certain changes are there. So if there is any deviation, if there is any changes, we need to also send to the design, marketing, production department, display department. So there is any deviation, we need to carry out. PPC insert purchase of the raw material. These are the purchase of raw material, inventory of the raw material. This is also need to be ensured. So there is, if there is any kind of the delay to the delivery of the product, so there will be, there is a very main criteria for the PPC. And PPC smoothen the production process in the organization. What are the objectives of the PPC? To plan the plant layout, maximize the use of the plant capacity, means maximize the use of the resources, maintain flexibility in manufacturing, so that workers, engineers are feel very comfortable, control the production as per the schedule, deliver quality goods in requirement quantity, to allocate and assign the work to the different division of the production, to minimize the production cycle time with proper scheduling, to maintain inventory level. Inventory level is very important because this is the main criteria of the PPC purchase department. If there is any lagging of the inventory, there is a minimum inventory cost. Because suppose we have taken example of the oil prices. Suppose in the month you will find on the 15th day there is a oil price is very lower, so you can buy the more amount of oil. So you can carry out the maximum amount of inventory at the minimum cost. So this is the basics. Just I have given the example. So accordingly that you can minimize the cost or maximize the inventory based on the cost, based on the production capacity, based on the plant requirement, based on the company's order, company's project, to ensure the effective utilization of the all the resources. These are the objectives of the PPC. Now, very important function of the PPC. These are the basics question is asked in the GTU exam. Function of planning phase, implementation phase, and control phase. What we are actually doing? Planning phase means what are the components to be created, what are the manufacturing operation I need to be created, what are the individual processes I need to be performed. These are the all comes under the planning phase. Then implementation means whenever the component are manufactured, means we are actually our physical, that whatever that we have planned on the paper, they will now will move towards the manufacturing department. We'll start the manufacturing. And control phase, if there is any deviation between the planning and actual, that will check. So planning phase, first one, that is a forecasting, product design, material control, order preparation, process planning, equipment and tool planning, and loading and scheduling. So these are the very important criteria. Planning phase. That is the first one, that is the forecasting. Forecasting means forecasting that, as we have now just discussed, forecasting for the future. Product design. Product design is a very important nowadays. There is a lot much companies that depends on this research and development department. Material control, inventory control. Likewise, what are the material need to be get out? Order preparation means get out of one particular state. What are the order needs to be there? Process planning, each and individual component. What are the process planning? Equipment and tool planning means what are the equipment requirement? If there is any hydra or crane for the particular projects required. Suppose you are manufacturing with the pressure vessel, so if there is any heavy pressure, so you will require the hydra. So any kind of the extra tools and tools and tackles are requirement, extra equipment are requirement, and then loading and scheduling. Control phase. A control phase, as you see, there is a follow-up of the raw material. There is a including in the follow-up. Means if there is any, suppose there is a raw material, how much raw material that we have in our stocks, and how much raw material in there is a pipeline flow. Means the companies, many companies are raw material, they are Also get out the raw material, purchase the raw material from the any other manufacturing or the industry department. Mismatch identification, if there is any mismatch or in communication correction, if there any identification of the problem and the replanning. These are the part of the control phase. Now, these are the very important point. That is the types of production system. That is intermediate production system and continuous. Intermediate means in a likewise in a batches. Suppose we have produced a 1,000 component, then another different shape, different size, different geometry, another 1,000 component. And continuous production means 24/7 we are producing the same component. So in intermediate production component, production facilities are flexible through the handle a wide variety of products and sizes. So these are main basics two. There is a job type production system and the batch type production system. In this job type production system, it involves as per the customer specification, customer requirement. Likewise, airplane, aircraft, shipbuilding. As you can see, there is a manufacturing of the metro station, manufacturing of the bridges, turbine, boiler, turbine arc. Means in the particular, as you can see, measure there is a in particular. Suppose if we have to manufacturing the small component, likewise nut and bolt, we can manufacture inside our plant premises. But if we have to manufacture the bridges, there is we need to set up the manufacturing resource at a particular component. Likewise, if we have to manufacturing the bridges or manufacturing of the metro station, so on the road side we have to build up our resources. We have to take out our hydra crane at that particular junction. So these are the, we can say, job type production system. We are designing our component as per the requirement of the job. Non-standardized job means every time we need to change the design, we need to change our location, and the design is changing as per the requirement of the customer. Longer time requirement for the as metro station, metro project, it will take the 2 years, 3 years. As you can see now, the bullet train, 6 years, 7-year project. High skills are required because the product is unique. Product is very, very unique. Turbine blade means suppose the criteria for the turbine blade doesn't match with the boiler, or we can say with the aircraft. So every time there is a new skills are requirement, low risk to the company. Batch type production system. In the batch type production system, likewise nut and bolt, if you are manufacturing from the 100,000, 1,000, 10,000 component, this system generally adopted for job which are standard and respective in company. Batch production is a stage between job production and mass. In this system, certain fixed number of same product are required to manufacture. Small and medium machineries, likewise, and production of medicine and plastic product. Small and medium machineries means small machineries. Likewise, we need to manufacturing the cup, tea cup. There is a small machineries. The every 24/7 it will manufacture the only. So to manufacture that particular machine, it is also considered as a batch type production system. The production of medicine, production of plastic products, likewise. These are the comes under the part of the batch type production system. Wide range of standard products can be manufactured. Number of quantities of the product is higher compared to job production system. Clear? Number of quantities that is definitely must be higher. Initial investment high, less supervision is required. Once the production is set, once the jigs and fixture are set means any kind of the number of manufacture without any kind of the number of components we can manufacture. Likewise, the manufacturing of the bulb. Less time requirement compared to job system. Investment is higher. The second type production system, that is the continuous production system. In this continuous production system, it refers to the production of the standardized product with a standard set of process and operation sequence in anticipation of the demand. Means as per the demand, that is the standard set of process and operation that we are actually designing. In this continuous production system, there are the two types of production system. There is a mass production system and there is a continuous production system. Mass production system, that is likewise say, suppose we need to particular the manufacturing of the mobile, 10,000 component, 1 lakh component, there is a mass production. Another, if the feature is changes, size is changes, then another 1 lakh component, there is a mass production. And for the continuous production system, if 24/7 we are manufacturing the same type of component, we are manufacturing the same type of component, it is a comes under the part of the continuous production system. Mass production system, large number of identical products are produced. Large number of identical products are produced. Product is very much standard. Once time design is sufficient, semi-skilled worker can handle the production system. Time requirement for the production is very so. These are the, we can say, very, very key advantages to the mass production system. Large number are means nut and bolt, bulb. These are the large number of products that we can manufacture. Product is very much standard. Once the design is fixed, we can manufacturing the 10 lakh, 1 crore types of the component. Semi-skilled worker means doesn't require the very high full skilling worker requirement to handle the such kind of the product. Time requirement for the product is where production is very, very short. Another one, that is example, that is we can say continuous production system. That is the electricity, production of the electricity, same 24 by 7. They are just manufacturing the same 24 by 7 manufacturing of the same component, continuous production system. Oil refineries, power plant, textile and chemical industry, oil manufacturing, oil refineries. These are just, they have to 24 by 7. They are just refining the oil. Take the example of the power plant. They will always do the manufacturing of the power plant. Another example, that is we can say, that is the textile and chemical industry. Textile and chemical, there is always, these are the, we can say, example, there is a continuous production system. They are manufacturing the same component 24 by 7. In a particular 3 shift of a day, they are manufacturing the same component. These are the, we can say, example of the continuous production system. Highly automated and capital investment is very high, because these are the automated process. All the completely automobile component, that will be also considered as a part of the continuous production system, because they are manufacturing the, suppose Maruti Suzuki 800, they're manufacturing the same component throughout the day, throughout the year, suppose for the 1 year production project. Material movement is automated. Purchase of the raw material is done in bulk to avail inventory. These are the purchase of the raw material. They are manufactured. Likewise, the suppose coil. There is a very highest amount of the storage in terms of the coil. Production cycle is easy to control and operate, because the same cycle that we need to carry out for the same component. So there is a production cycle is very easy, and to control the particular cycle, it is very easy for the, so semi-skilled worker that can handle the particular manufacturing operation. So I think these are the basics component system that up till now I will say, I just revising that. This is the content. This is the chapter number 2, types of production system. So up till now, what we have discussed, that is the introduction of the production planning and control. What is the need? What is the requirement of the PPC? Characteristic function of the PPC, roles and responsibilities of the PPC, objectives of the PPC, function of the production planning and control, planning phase, control phase, types of production system, intermediate, continuous in that, job type, base type, batch type production system, continuous in the mass production system, continuous production system. So I can say there is, I have covered up to 25 to 30% of the chapter number 2. So in the next lecture, so from moving towards, we will try to cover the topic about the sales forecasting and what are the different methods, techniques and applications of self forecasting, and how we can solve the example. And we will take also the production planning and process planning and sequencing concept. Later on, we will also take the statistical quality control. So I hope that the basics, what is the PPC, characteristic, objective, planning phase, implementation, control phase, and what are the other examples of the continuous production system, intermediate production system, that is very much now very much clear to you. Clear? Okay. Thank you.